As of this video, it is still winter in the new year, which I believe is the appropriate time to talk about one of the strangest phenomena in gaming history. It's unlike anything I've covered so far, ranging from Easter eggs, unused content, and very strange ARGs, but this one will be different from the rest. It is widely believed that this entity is 100% real.
This isn't some urban legend spooky story. This thing is real. 100%.
Oh my god.
Every time I reload the game, it just gets stuck on 5%. Holy shit, I just saw him! I can't believe he's real.
On today's special episode of Video Game Venom, we will be taking a closer look at what seems to be a realist urban legend, the Boogeyman of Saints Row 2. Saints Row 2 is often praised to be one of the best titles in the franchise. It's one of the games compared to Grand Theft Auto, but it does certainly have its own identity. It's very well known. In October of 2008, this game had released into the Xbox 360, but later on to the PlayStation 3. It sold very well. It delivered a great story and its own side missions, as well as its extra content involving multiplayer, co-op, and a zombies mode. Spawn in your house, or go to areas with an arcade cabinet. Simply pick the video game you want to play, and there you go. From memory, this was really creepy. Looking back at it now, it's still pretty creepy. It's funny that 2008 is definitely the year for zombies. You have this mode, a whole different game, Left 4 Dead, and of course, Call of Duty Nazi Zombies. Out of the three though, this one is in the back of everybody's heads, but it is a very serviceable mode. It's fun, it's a little memorable. Survive 6 waves, simple as that. Sort of. There's normal zombies, tall zombies that are headless for some reason, exploding zombies, I don't even think I remember that one, I'll be honest. I'll go ahead and cut to the chase. You might be wondering why I'm even talking about this mode. It may not be the mode itself, but this map has an exploit. There is a glitch where you can exit right out of the zombies map. All you need to do is turn on the following cheats: low gravity, infinite ammo, never die, and super explosions. All you need to do now is set yourself in position, throw the grenade behind you, and jump at the right time. This will launch you onto the platform. Repeat this, and you will get yourself out of the map. Simply fall down, and you will be teleported right back into the main world. Only there's a big difference, and you can definitely tell. It's all devoid of life. It's just you in this empty world and the ambience within the buildings. Sometimes the zombies would spawn in. Other times the skybox would be extremely bright. This world can get pretty creepy. It's not always quiet though. The zombies' uprising theme would start playing in the background, but occasionally it would stop. You'd feel like you'd be pretty alone. But before you know it, the Saints Row community has titled this figure as the Freezer. Once you spot the Freezer, he immediately crashes your game. This creature is often seen on the Xbox 360. It's very fascinating. But okay, creepy urban legend story aside, this is a very haunting event. Very scary, actually. You're seeing something that's not supposed to be seen. It's a glitch. A glitch in a world you're not supposed to travel to. It's almost like a punishment in some way. But there's no harm in this glitch, right? This is the point where the community has gone from fascinated to creeped out to completely terrified. This perfect circle is caused by the freezer. And this kind of scratch actually has a name, the Scratch of Death. Ironically fitting for the Red Ring of Death on the Xbox 360. While there were fixes at the time, this was considered to be unplayable. This creature took over the internet. What is it? What causes the freezer to exist? Some may speculate that it was a poorly rendered NPC. Others say that it was your player's shadow. Some also say that this was some kind of anti-out-of-bounds creation. Let's be real here. I don't think they would make something like that at all. It's highly illegal. The fact is that the Xbox 360 is a very fragile console. That much is true. There is at least one more question. Where did this legend come from?
Hey guys, this is Mr. SaintsGodzilla21, and today I have a video for you that I've been dreading to do for a long time. There is something in Saints Row 2 that a handful of unfortunate people know about. Something so bizarre and mysterious that it actually breaks copies of Saints Row 2. I first learned of the freezer back in 2010 on the TimeSplitter 4 forums. In the general gaming section, I found a chat talking about video game myths, GTA's Bigfoot, Halo 2's Ghost, etc. I was looking through the pages until I saw a lengthy post on a shadow creature that freezes copies of Saints Row 2.
Mr. Saints Godzilla 21. This seems to be the earliest documentation of the freezer. This isn't the only legend that he covered. He also covered Merman?
In this pile where the zombie uprising activity takes place is the Merman.
Alright, it's skepticism time. In the first video, when he does make the leap of faith, you are able to see the freezer very early. Wow. Not only that, you only get to experience this creature just one time. How is it that you have even more footage doing the same thing? And then, in the second video,
I've gone down to my local GameStop and purchased a few copies of Saints Row 2 for the Xbox 360 and even one for the PS3. I'd like to thank Mike Watson for my PC copy so I can also investigate on there as well.
sure, Mr. Saint, if that is indeed your real name, that's exactly what you did. For the record, I'm holding no shit against this guy. I mean, props to the man. Well done. You know? Entertainment purposes. I love these videos. I do. But then, there are other uploaders who also share their footage with the freezer. I bring that up for good reason. We'll get into that in a minute. Because I know what some of you are thinking. Whoa, people, you sure are making a really big fuss about something that must be fake. And I might be. But we're not here to debunk the freezer. We are here to discuss and analyze the impact it left on the internet. Some people are looking for a great campfire story to tell, what seems to be a very real creepypasta. And if there are some that genuinely know that this is fake, why are people so afraid of it? There are countless videos of these kinds of sightings. They come in different forms, but they always follow the same formula. There are people that dedicated their hunts to finding the freezer, but to no avail. No matter if it's real or fake, it does make a pretty creepy story. It's not actually just a single story. It is a collective, collaborative narrative. And that is what made the freezer more haunting in the internet. Many have said that you can even find him through Steam, but, of course, there is no evidence behind that. There's even players that don't want to commit hunting down the freezer in fear of breaking their copy. I myself can't tell you if the crashes are real or not. But I can tell you that like Slenderman and the Tails doll, the freezer has left its own mark on the entire game and the entire community. So what did we exactly learn today? Well, I think a really good friend from Creepy Gaming, Mullet Mike himself, can explain further.
Creepypastas are here for our entertainment. It's just like a scary movie. You know it's not real, but that shouldn't take away from it. It's the fear that something similar could happen to you. That's what makes it so effective.
People have fun being afraid, and just because it may or may not be real, that doesn't take away the terror that the freezer induces. And I would like someone to at least prove me wrong, but until then, this is my belief. It is a very fascinating mystery, and I can't blame anybody for believing so. In this very special episode of Video Game Venom, I am glad to tell this tale. I am your host, Peepon the Official, and I will be seeing you on the next episode. Have a good night, everybody.
I am